Cluskey, the founder of the Serious Writers Guild and the boss of makehits.com, makehits.co.uk, and this is the 12th in our series of 4 minutes on the net with Deck. What have I got for you this week? Well, I've noticed there's been an awful lot around recently about merchandising. Whether you're a novice band, whether you're an amateur band, or a going places band, people asking what sells the best, what's the best way of doing it. And I think I've got huge experience in this because I'm doing it very successfully with my band, The Bachelors, all my career. Now, big argument about CDs at gigs. Will they sell? Of course they'll sell. CDs will be the biggest seller. And why? Because they're a tangible item. They're something that a kid, an adult or whatever can bring home from a gig and show their pals at work the next day, or show granny at dinner on Sunday, or show their brothers and sisters, their relations. It's a tangible item. And I always advise, if it's going to be a tangible item, it's got to be eye-catching. Like you go into a record shop, you're going to go for the records that you can actually see. So this is the sort of thing that my band do. Very visual. You can see exactly who it is. Very likable. Good pictures. You can see exactly who it is and all about it. If you're going to do DVDs, likewise, they've got to be eye-catching. It's got to be that sort of stuff. I mean, look at these. They absolutely are eye-catching and they will sell. What's the other items that will sell? Well, you can't sell downloads, that's for sure. Absolutely. And I've actually seen that suggested on some of the news groups, selling downloads. But no, it's got to be CDs, and they will continue to sell. Trust me, they will. What else? T-shirts. In my experience, this is my experience and my opinion, T-shirts will not sell for an up-and-coming band. They'll sell for a band like my band, who've been around for years, and people, you know, trying to relive their childhood, I suppose, relive their teenage years. They'll buy them. AC/DC, Iron Maiden, bands like that. They'll certainly sell. But for up-and-coming band, unless you've got a very quirky name and you've got fantastic logo with skulls and all that sort of stuff on it, then they possibly will sell it. But I would say they won't. And the cost of manufacture, and don't go for the cheap rubbish, if you source good t-shirts and get them printed well, they're going to be about £6. That'll be about sort of $8. And what will you be able to sell them for? Well, £6 you'll be able to sell them for possibly £8. So that's only £2 profit. Now on a CD, you're talking about 78, 80p. That's all a CD costs to manufacture, and you can sell them for about £10. It's huge profit. DVDs are the same, huge profit. Although with DVDs it costs to make them. With CDs, you got to pay to make them. Okay, you got to pay to make them in the studio time and all that, but you got to have them anyway. And it's just like posters, easy to sell at gigs, and you've got to have them anyway for advertising, so you might as well sell them. Similarly, 8x10 photographs, glossy photographs, you've got to have them for advertising in gigs, so you might as well sell them, and you will sell them. And I'll tell you what sells as well, although recently it's got more difficult, is instant photographs. We used to do Polaroid photographs in a beautiful folder, and it was great. It was what we called an add-on. People would buy all the CDs and the posters and the photographs, and then they come to the end of the line and they say, oh, I can have a Polaroid taken. That's wonderful. It's instant. Used to be really easy. Not a huge profit, about 50% profit, but very good, and a lot of advertising on it, you know, all your web details and everything. But nowadays you can't do that so easily. You can go down the route of doing that sort of thing on a CD, what am I talking about, a CD, on a laptop, and then have a printer. But a little bit complicated, but it can be done. So just investigate that. So what do I think is the main benefit? Well, apart from making money, which is a great benefit when you're gigging, making money from merchandising. The good thing is that you're collecting or you've got a situation where you can collect database, and the band has got to be there collecting database, merchandising, selling, signing all the stuff, getting the database. It's so important. Proactively getting the database. That's the most important bit, the database. And of course making the money. And here's the big quandary. Who is going to finance buying the CDs for your band? You'll find the guys in the band won't want to do it. They want to part with the money. They don't want to part with the money, but they'll certainly want part of the profit. That's your problem to sort out. But you can get in touch with me. Members of the Serious Writers Guild, they can ring me anytime they like. They got my private number and I advise them. So there we are. So let's get on to the next bit, the testimonials. And the testimonials. What a success one of the members is having, Phil Lawrence. Great screenwriter. He's done a huge amount of successful stuff, and now he's just clinched a great deal. They start on the 12th of September filming The Magnificent 11, which is a new film, and he is doing the writing for the music. Isn't that incredible? I can't wait. I'm going to call him tomorrow and I'm going to try and get him to have lunch with me. That should be interesting. Okay, and now on to the gags. The gags. A policeman going down the highway and he stops a car. There's an Irish guy driving, he's got 4 penguins in the back, and he says, "What are you doing with those 4 penguins? Take those penguins to the zoo." He went off. Next day, exactly the same police car, same policeman, same Irishman, same 4 penguins. He says, "What are you doing with those 4 penguins? Look, one of them's got a beach ball, one of them's got flip-flops on, the other's got a bucket and spade. I told you yesterday to take them to the zoo." And the Irish guy says, "Well, listen, I did exactly what you said, and they enjoyed the zoo so much I'm taking them to the beach today." So there you are. This is Dick Cluskey, founder of the Serious Writers Guild, boss of makehits.com and makehits.co.uk. If I can help you at all, let me know. Get on the blog downstairs, ask me a question, just comment. I'll get back to you. Don't worry about that. Okay, so see you next week. Bye.